Hey guys, it's me, SSSasuke125 here. Today I'm going to be reviewing a comic book series that was made around 2001, back before Marvel wasn't owned by Disney. Anyway, there was this imprint that Marvel had during that time called the Max Comics, slash Marvel Max. Basically, they took pre-established continuity or series, as well as some new IPs, and made them for mature audiences. Basically a more darker and edgier comics, which most of them aren't even canon to the main 616 universe. Today I'm happy to review this, US War Machine by Chuck Austin, who not only did the story for this, but also did the artwork. Now, before we start, here's a little thing about the author himself. He got his start from making porno comics, and he's also a really damn controversial comic book creator. Depending on who you ask, people either like his work or, then again, don't really like him at all. He happened to make it one show on the Sci-Fi Channel called Tipping the Rift, and he also made his own comic series called The Call of Duty. But anyway, I was curious about his run on War Machine. I decided to see if it was actually any good. Seeing the mixed reviews on Amazon, I was willing to take a gamble. Now then, is it as good or is it bad? Let's decide now with this review! So our story begins with a presentation by Tony Stark showcasing a new Iron Man armor to the press. The crowd is both amazed by it and questions if it's too dangerous. Then we cut to some terrorists on the highway riding a truck with a female hostage in the vehicle. Then Jim Rhodes / War Machine shows up and tries to ask the terrorists to let the hostage go. However, that doesn't work, so Rhodey knocks over the truck and stops the traffic. Out of the truck shows MODOK for a brief moment. Rhodey takes down the terrorists one by one. One of them, however, had the hostage held at gunpoint. The news helicopter shows up to see both of them on ground level. Rhodey begs for him to let the woman go. Then the terrorist shoots her and she falls down dead. So Rhodes decides to blow off the criminal's head. Two chicks show up and ask for a picture with Rhodes, confusing him for Iron Man. Rhodes was like, "Wait, what?" So the picture was taken without his permission. Then Rhodes is like, "Oh shit, Tony's gonna have my ass for this." Back at Stark Industries, Tony is royally pissed at Rhodey for what happened on the news, that 7 people were killed during the incident. Rhodes explains his side of the story on what actually happened, and that he had to stop the criminals who happened to be the same color as them by killing them because they were resisting arrest and also was done in self-defense. Then Tony asks Rhodey to sign some forms for what happened. Rhodes was like, "You can shove them up your ass." And that Tony is only doing this because of the news that's been calling Iron Man / War Machine a damn racist. Cause the news likes to assume stuff like that. And explains that he has to live with the fact that he killed a few people and was unfortunately could not have saved the hostage. And then Tony, the ungrateful bastard, decides to fire him. So Rhodes goes back to his apartment, talking with one of the guards, Bernie, at the place for a bit about life and being proud of yourself. Then Rhodey goes upstairs to his place, and someone pulls a gun on him. Rhodey fights back. Turns out the person that broke in was Parnell, one of Rhodey's old friends. Rhodey asks, "Hey bro, how's the wife been doing?" Parnell's like, "I want the armor, Rhodes." Rhodey is like, "What? No way! Did you see what happened in the news?" Then the phone rings and Rhodey's like, "Aren't you going to get it or am I? You better not shoot my ass if I'm taking this one." Rhodes like, "Hello? Wait, Nick Fury?" "Hey bro, it's me, Nick Fury. I have some squad outside out front. Also, can I talk to Parnell for a second?" Parnell takes the phone and he's like, "Yeah, what the hell do you want?" "Oh no, my wife was kidnapped?" And Rhodes like, "I'm gonna go outside and get something to drink. On second thought, never mind." Then later, Rhodes and Parmill are taken by S.H.I.E.L.D. into a helicopter, going to the helicarrier official headquarters of S.H.I.E.L.D. Parmill asks, "Is this where all my tax dollars goes?" "Well, mostly to other stupider stuff, but whatever." At the helicarrier, Rhodey asks about the previous armor that Tony had made for Parmill. Then Nick Fury and Dun Dun Dugan shows up. Fury asks the same thing to Parmill. Parmill answers that he sold the armor to Hydra to make a quick buck. Rhodey punches Parmill and says, "I'll fucking kill you, you son of a bitch." After that, Nick Fury decides to show Rhodes and Parmill something cool, which was multiple War Machine armors based off the tech that Tony Stark used for the original. Fury asks about what happened on the news to Rhodes, to see if the killings were racially motivated or not. Rhodes said in a nutshell, not really. Dun Dun Dugan was like, "Funny way of getting fired, huh?" Fury asked Rhodes to find some teammates/recruits for a new ops team called the U.S. War Machine. Talk about a title drop. Sometime later, there are agents interrogating a terrorist from the same group that Rhodey's fought in before. As it turns out, the group is called AIM, Advanced Idea Mechanics. Talk about a mouthful, a science terrorist organization under the leadership of a white supremacist social Darwinist. Fury, Dugan, Parmill, and Rhodey watched a snuff video created by the leader of AIM. It's a good thing the readers, can't see what's happening. For whatever it wasn't pretty. So Rhodes turns off the lights and the video and storms out all pissed and beats the living shit out of the terrorists and held them at gunpoint. Then the terrorist pisses his pants. Parmill takes the gun talks Rhodey out of killing the dude. So he takes the gun out of Rhodes' hand and shoots the bastard through the head. Rhodey asks Fury, what should we do with Parmill after he killed the terrorists, not within official orders. Nick Fury says, "You can do whatever you want with him, if you want him on your team or not." Meanwhile, Rhodey looks at the armors, then Dun Dugan walks in to see what's up. Rhodey explains about his experience piloting the armor, and about the one time that he and Tony Stark escaped from Latveria. Fury shows up and asks Rhodes, "What is it going to be?" and explains on how time is getting shorter each moment. Rhodes makes a deal with Parmill to join his team. In return, he can be freed from his cell. So Dugan brings in some volunteers to join the team, aka the only recruits available for the mission. One of them is dismissed by Rhodes. A few of them stay to help him are Saburo Sakai. Fun fact, he's named after a person who served in the Japanese Imperial Army during World War II. Sure, some Spanish dude. Nathan Mannings, age 12, tech researcher of S.H.I.E.L.D., a young prodigy. Later, at the research lab, we see Nathan and a bunch of other scientists studying and reverse engineering Stark's gear with Rhodes and Dun Dun Dugan watching. Nathan mentions an old Model D series, which stands for Darkhawk. Rhodes asks about Darkhawk the Vigilante. Dugan says it's classified. Rhodes says that maybe we may need him on the team. Dugan refuses the idea and said that he cannot be used. But Nathan decides to show Jim where Darkhawk is located. We cut to a 2-page spread with some android-looking thing connected to wires in the middle of the room. We end part 1 of this review with Nathan commenting on how this place smells like shit. I mean, I probably can't blame him for the next part that we're about to see